the boy with a dream. In a small American town lived a boy named Michael. He was only 16, but his dreams were taller than the highest mountains. Michael loved running. He would race down the streets, across open fields, and along the riverbanks. To him, running was not just a sport. It was freedom, it was purpose, it was life. Michael's family was poor. His father worked long hours at a factory, and his mother did small household jobs to support the family. He did not have fancy shoes or expensive sports gear. Many times, Michael ran barefoot or in worn-out sneakers. But none of these hardships could slow him down. When he ran, he felt as if the world around him disappeared. It was just him, his breath, his heartbeat, and the wind. And every time he closed his eyes, he saw himself standing in a stadium, holding a gold medal for his country. The first victory. One day, the local school organized a sports event. Michael signed up for the 400-meter race. Most students laughed. "He doesn't even have proper shoes," they said. But when the race began, Michael shocked them all. His legs moved like lightning, his determination unmatched. He crossed the finish line first, leaving the crowd stunned. The school coach placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Son, you have fire inside you. If you keep working hard, one day the whole world will know your name." Those words etched themselves into Michael's heart. From that day on, he woke up before sunrise to practice. He trained after school, ran in the evenings, and pushed himself beyond his limits. His dream of becoming a champion grew stronger with every step. The day everything changed. Years passed, and Michael started winning at district-level competitions. He was becoming a local hero. People admired him, and kids wanted to be like him. Then came the state championship, the biggest race of his life, so far. The stadium was filled with thousands of spectators. Michael's heart pounded, but his eyes were burning with determination. The race began. Michael surged ahead, leaving most runners behind. Victory seemed within his grasp. But suddenly his foot slipped. He fell hard on the track. Pain shot through his knee. He tried to get up, but his leg refused to move. Other runners passed him. The crowd gasped. Michael lay on the ground, watching his dream shatter before his eyes. Broken hopes. Doctors later confirmed the worst. "Your knee is badly injured. You may never be able to run competitively again." These words crushed Michael. His world turned dark. Nights were filled with silent tears. The boy who once dreamed of gold medals now stared at the ceiling, hopeless and broken. Friends stopped visiting. People who once called him a champion now mocked him. "See? He thought he was special. Now he can't even walk properly." Dreams are for the rich, not for kids like him. Every word pierced his heart. Michael felt abandoned and defeated. A mother's courage. One night, his mother sat beside him and whispered gently, "Son, do you remember the first race you ever won? I saw a light in your eyes that day. That light is still inside you. An accident can break your body, but it cannot break your spirit unless you allow it." Her words struck him like a spark in the darkness. Michael held her hand and said, "Mom, I will rise again. I will run again, no matter what it takes." From that day forward, his battle began, not against other runners, but against his own pain and fear. Part 2: The Rise. Step by step. Michael started small. At first, he could barely walk. His knee hurt with every step. Many times he fell, many times he cried, but he refused to quit. He whispered to himself every day, "You may laugh now, but one day, you'll clap for me." Day after day, he pushed himself. First walking, then jogging, then running short distances. His body was weak, but his spirit grew stronger. The first comeback. Months later, the town organized a small race. Michael decided to participate. People laughed again. "He's back. Doesn't he learn?" But Michael ignored them. The race began. He wasn't the fastest anymore, but he ran with all his heart. He didn't win first place, but he finished second. For others, it was just a small race. For Michael, it was proof that his journey was not over. "I'm back," he whispered to himself. Hard work and discipline. After that, Michael lived and breathed training. He followed strict routines, early morning runs, strength workouts, balanced diet, and disciplined sleep. He wrote on his bedroom wall, "My accident was not my end. It was my new beginning." Those words became his daily fuel. The big stage again. Years passed. Michael's strength returned, stronger than before. And once again, he qualified for the state championship, the very race where his dream had been crushed years ago. The night before the race, he sat quietly and thought, "Tomorrow, I will not just run against others. I will run against my past, my pain, and my fear." The race of his life. The stadium roared with excitement. Michael stood at the starting line, calm yet fierce. The gunshot fired. He ran. His legs burned, his lungs screamed, but he kept pushing. He was not just running for a medal, he was running for every broken dream, every tear, every sleepless night. As the finish line approached, Michael summoned every ounce of strength. In the final seconds, he surged ahead, overtaking his rivals. He crossed the line first. The crowd erupted. People stood, clapping, cheering, shouting his name. "Michael! Michael! Michael!" Tears streamed down his face. He had done it. A champion's words. On the podium, holding the gold medal, Michael spoke to the crowd. "This victory is not mine alone. It belongs to everyone who has ever fallen. It belongs to everyone who is told, 'You can't.' Falling is not the end. Falling is where you start again. Remember, being broken does not mean being defeated." The stadium thundered with applause. Beyond the medal, Michael went on to win more races at national and then international levels. He raised his country's flag high, but more than that, he raised the hopes of millions. He became more than an athlete. He became a symbol of resilience. Schools invited him to share a story. Standing before young students, he would say, "Failures are not walls. They are doors. Every fall is a lesson. Every scar is proof of your strength. If life breaks you, rise stronger, because champions are not those who never fall, but those who rise every time they do." Light bulb the lesson. Michael's journey teaches us a timeless truth. Failure is not final. Brokenness is not defeat. Champions are born not in comfort, but in struggle. The true measure of greatness is not how high you rise, but how many times you rise after falling.